created this universe and gave the entire kingdom of this universe to his beloved Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Yet again, life has brought us to a program that remembers and reinforces our relationship with a personality who does not live amongst us in our age. And in the world that we live in today, someone who has died only holds symbolic value at best. Symbolic value at best. But our celebration of Milad is not to uphold the symbolic value of our relationship with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only to reinforce it, but to engage in a meaningful relationship with him. The idea that someone who has passed away should have a relationship with someone who is living sounds rather obnoxious when one looks at it from purely scientific spectacles. Why would you want to engage with someone who has existed 1400 years ago? But the key question beyond why is, what do you get from it? I want to retain my relationship with my great-grandfather because he's my great-grandfather. But what do I get from it? I don't really care. The fact that I have that relationship. And some people are quite content with this concept that, well, as long as we align ourselves. Well, you didn't choose to have the relationship which you have with your Nabi. You were born with that. You were born with that. You didn't choose to become his ummati, you were born as his ummatis. So what is it that you actually seek? Your angel already acknowledges that you are his ummati. And are you trying to push an open door? What is it that you actually seek? That yes, we paid homage to that relationship, fine. What use is that homage? Marxists and modern scientists will say, at best, that relationship is a pie in the sky when you die. But the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, when they celebrate Milad, it is not about paying lip service to our association. It is taking that association to another level and engaging our lives in a meaningful relationship with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now when I say meaningful, I don't mean academically meaningful, that I feel close to him. There's got to be tangible implications of that relationship. You know what tangible means? Something that you can say, yeah, this is something. No, I'm not talking about in the qabr and in the hashr, because in the qabr and the hashr, frankly, we no longer are in charge of our relationship. We no longer are in charge of we are in charge of our relationship here. That is why Imam Ahl Sunnah says, Aaj le unki panah. Aaj madad maang unse. Kal na manenge qiyamat ko agar maan gaya. Even the munafiqeen and the kuffar on the Day of Judgment will see the majesty of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Even the kafir in his grave will see the grace and the honor of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And instead of saying, I don't know him, he will say, Ma adri, I'm confused, I don't know. Actually, he can't recognize him because he didn't recognize him in his life. On what basis will a mu'min recognize him? Look, let me give you an example. I introduce Hazrat Maulana Qari Furqan Raza Saheb. I said, what do you think about him? And those of you who know him will give your view, isn't it? You'll give your view. But if you don't know him, you'll say, who is he? First time I met him. First time I met him. A complete stranger will be introduced to you in your grave and you'll be asked, what did you used to say about him? And will you really say, who? I don't know him, I've never seen him before. But no. Why is it that a mu'min will see him and recognize him? You only see and recognize someone you already know.